There you go.
Hey, tonight we're gonna make chicken tikka masala. Everyone likes that. A lot of you requested it. Ian Mobs requested it. And Snap Dave's. And fried pork rice 4 times. So, we couldn't find any Indian beer, so I'm gonna have an Indian pale ale. It's not Indian, but chicken tikka masala isn't really Indian either. So that's okay. And just because someone's gonna give me crap if I don't say it, it's the first step. I got a 2 hard ale. It tastes like the bottom of the ocean, in a good way. We need to marinate chicken. And this should look pretty familiar if you watched our Euro episode. Because we're gonna marinate chicken in yogurt again. This actually tenderizes the chicken. We're gonna do a quick marinade today. It's called a gamble marinade, where you don't put it in a refrigerator and you hope you don't die. We're not gonna die. This yogurt's partially frozen. I prefer to use non-frozen yogurt. It also needs other things for flavor. Add a little bit of lemon juice. It also breaks down the chicken. A quarter of a lemon. Garlic. Yeah, I'm out of pre-minced garlic. Garlic press. Cool. I'm giving you a haircut. Yeah. And you can add a little bit of cumin. You guys probably noticed I put cumin in almost everything. It's magically good flavor. And you need some coriander powder. A good amount. Smells like India. Just use your hands. It's not that bad. This is salt, by the way. Several sprinkles. Oh Christ. I'm sorry for the metaphor, but I just like having flashbacks to various industrial drains and dumpsters and stuff. Like, this is the texture that you don't want in your food. So that's what it'd be like if you slapped a pile of poo. Okay, so let that sit unchilled for like half an hour, and I'm not liable for anything that happens to you. I need energy! Oh! Okay, gotta counteract all that energy with unenergy. Very refreshing. Okay, I'm gonna get some sauce. This is the masala part. Oh wait, no, we're gonna preheat the grill. No, we're not. Here we are. Might as well. It's windy as hell out. Light your bastard. There we go. That grill nice and hot. The sunshine, it hurts us. Sauce. You're probably looking at this onion here. You're like, man, that's a big ass onion. Well, you're right. And I think that since I'm a fairly educated individual and, you know, against racism and for tolerance and everything, I kind of just feel uncomfortable saying anything about any kind of people ever. So I guess that's like the white man syndrome. Like, I'm guilty of everything and I have no opinions. But I'm willing to make an exception to say that Indian people really love onions. Like, they really love onions. Like, there's been like times where in India there were onion shortages and they rioted. They were like, give us the onions! And they got the onions. I hope they're still eating them. So at any rate, that's why we're using so much onion for this non-authentic, not really Indian dish. So we're gonna chop it into pieces. This is a pretty coarse chop. All right, medium heat, big old skillet. This is a little bit of canola oil. That's plenty, just enough to get it going. This is truly an exceptional amount of onion. Yes, Vinny? You don't have anything to say? Ginger! I know I got a bunch of internet ginger grinding tips. Everyone thinks they're so good at cooking. And maybe they are, but being good and pretty good are 2 different things. This show is not the way, it's a way. And sometimes it's not even that good of a way. This is a ginger grater. I think it's also used for wasabi. You do this, or you can do it in circles. Look at that, it takes forever. Wow, this is so great. I could do this all night. I put the grater. We should post an Amazon review It works, I guess. I feel like I'm like trying to grate something on the bottom of someone's shoe. Okay, so that's some ginger. How nice. Keep your onions moving around. Okay, you're gonna need garlic. 50 tips on how to peel garlic. You could be a kitchen pro. Food hacks, food hacks. Garlic tastes better if you take the peel off it. It's hard and I'm fatty. I gotta peel all this f***ing garlic. Anyone want to be an intern? A garlic peeling intern? Okay, well, that's a couple cloves. And I'm gonna coarsely chop it because I'm already impatient with this meal. Alright, whatever. In they go. Ginger and garlic. Now, okay, so this is the important part. You gotta toast your spices. Toast them. Saute them. It brings out the flavor. You'll find this tip in every blog. And it turns out, this paprika, a lot of Indian people don't do this. A lot of times, they toast them on the side and throw them in at the end of the dish. Who could have known that Indian people don't know the secret to Indian food? Cinnamon, cumin, cardamom. Woo! A lot. And I'm gonna give it a quick stir before we add more because it'll already start burning. Lots of coriander powder. And some white pepper. Now you just mix everything up in there. Man, isn't that fragrant? It's literally clearing my nose. You can see they're coated. We're gonna have to add a little oil because it's sticking. Got a couple of Serranos here. Added heat. I'm chopping them up poorly. Okay. Couple tomatoes. Some people use fresh, some people use canned sauce, some people use tomato paste. We're gonna use a little bit of everything. Coarsely chopping, because it's all gonna cook down. So that's 2 tomatoes. Let's get the rice going. We're gonna let this cook down and we'll add more stuff to it. This is Basmati rice. You're gonna make 2 cups, that's what we normally make. And Basmati rice actually cooks super fast, which is nice. Turn the heat up, back to this. All right, I got tomato paste. Gonna get some water. And use about a cup of water. I'm gonna turn this up as hot as possible. Lid on it. Wait for a moment. I'm turning the heat up real hot so it gets real hot. I'm gonna throw water in there and the steam should like loosen up the bits from the bottom. Just a little bit and you see it's bubbling. And you see the bottom stuff starting to loosen up. Which is perfect. The stuff on the pan tastes awesome. It's gonna make like a really robust, spicy flavor. Look at that, glorious. Okay, so we're gonna let this simmer a good long while. But before we do that, we're gonna add tomato paste, more water, make it into more of a salty sour. You could add the turmeric with the rest of the spices, but at the end's also not a bad thing. We'll add some here. A little bit more water. Okay, so we got the soupy stuff here. Mix her on up. Oh, I wonder if this is turmeric. It is. I'm gonna mix our colors up. Turn the heat down, by the way. But we're just gonna let it simmer for a good bit. While we're doing that, we get our chicken cooking. Chicken's been resting for about half an hour, marinating. Let's grill it. You can marinate your chicken overnight. Please put it in the fridge if you do. Alright, so here we go. Now the cool part of what we're doing today is if you're the kind of person who doesn't feel confident in their grill skills, you can just cook a chicken in a sauce. And actually, you don't have to grill the chicken completely because you're going to simmer it in the sauce as well. So, no big deal. We're cooking it on the grill because it makes it taste good. That's really the only reason. So, we'll be back. Rice is over boiling. Lowest heat, leave it alone. Give your sauce the occasional stir. Oh mama. Chicken in the back's already pretty done. We're flipping the chicken. Tut tut, it looks like rain. Okay, whatever. We gotta really crank up the heat because it's gonna pour. Sauce is thickening. You like that? Looks good. Check on our rice. Not done, but it is pillaring. Hit it. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and add some cream because that's what Tikka Masala is, a tomato cream sauce. This is heavy whipping cream and it's organic. So you just drizzle the top a little bit, like go once around and then stir it up, see what happens. You see just that little drizzle really lightened it up. And at this point you gotta make sure the heat's super low because you don't want it to curdle. But on the flip side of things, you're gonna add lemon juice, which can make cream curdle anyways. So there's that. And then another quarter of a lemon. One time, I went to a hot sauce expo, and there was this Indian spice stand. They were like, I'm not gonna do an Indian accent, but maybe I will. They were like, we make this spice buckets so that you do not have to measure your spices when cooking. And I was like, but I like to do that. I like to cook. And I don't really measure anything anyways. I just throw them in there. And they were like, oh, but we do it for you for the convenience. I'm like, that's dumb. I don't want that. They're like, the spices taste so good that you do not need any salt. No salt in your food. I was like, no, that's dumb. Spice and salt go together like spices. Because salt's kind of like a spice, right? But at any rate, I didn't buy anything from them. Ha! Okay, I flipped the chicken a bit. Fire's going. We're gonna get that inside. This chicken is probably not all the way cooked. Probably. But we're gonna simmer it in the sauce. It'll be just fine. Oh, and actually, while we got the grill going, we're gonna very briefly grill the naan. You could do this right before eating. It tastes the best. But we ain't got time for that. Remind me to come flip these in like immediately.
Flip the naans.
The naans! Well, that's fine. Whatever. You have this option if you want it. I just don't care. I'm really gonna have to clean that grill next time. Okay. Chicken. Chop it. Chopping some chopped chicken. Probably like the least graceful way to chop chicken. That'll do. Stir that into the sauce. Oh, we looking fine. Turn up the heat just slightly because we're gonna let it simmer for a little bit. And the rice is probably done, so we'll check on that. Wow, perfectly done. So Garam Masala is a finishing spice, and this is a lot of spices, just a sprinkle over the top at the end. I don't really know why. I guess just for the extra flavor. And we'll stir that in. You're gonna need cilantro for topping. Rice. Rice over here. Put it partially on top to look fancy. Why not? And some naan bread on the side, and top with a coriander. Boom! Now we eat it. Oh, I'm so hungry. Whoa! Alright, it's good. That's probably the best tikka masala I've ever made. That's how you make chicken tikka masala from USA. Leave me alone, pork fried rice guy. Maybe I should make pork fried rice, but you.